Hey, this is CB Smallwood, and welcome to Mental Junk Food, where we talk about all things comics, sci-fi, horror, fantasy, pop culture, and everything in between. And today, we're going to be talking about the Captain Marvel reshoots. And what does that mean, if it means anything? So let's go ahead and get into it. This article comes to you from bleedingcool.com. So if you're interested in checking out the article in full there, or looking at any other articles about comics, film, TV, games, collectibles, pop culture, you can head on over to their website. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive into it. So just as the heading says, Captain Marvel reshoots are apparently happening right now. This is of November 20th of 2018. I've been meaning to do this video for a few days now, and just haven't really had the chance. So now finally got to get to it. So in our article reads, and I quote, before anyone starts to panic about something being wrong with Marvel Studios' 21st Marvel Cinematic Universe film entry Captain Marvel, boy, that's a mouthful, a general reminder that reshoots are totally normal for every studio, which that's true. Studios do reshoots, okay? Sure, sometimes it's more dire than others, but this may be one of those times we shouldn't worry as much. And honestly, that's pretty much the entire article. I mean, there's a couple other things here, blah, 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 blah. Such as Larson is bringing comic book character Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, to the big screen for the first time, and Greg is returning to his iconic MCU role as Agent Phil Coulson. Now, this guy right here and Brie Larson here, Captain Marvel, the two of them are going to be involved in the reshoots. Okay, so what do we make of this? Honestly, a lot of it's going to be a lot of, I guess the best word for it is conjecture. A lot of ballyhoo, I don't know. But I got a feeling that people at Marvel Studios had gotten wind of some of the criticism from the trailer where, Miss Brie Larson, the actress playing Captain Marvel, doesn't smile in none of the trailer whatsoever. And it's not a smiling issue. Let's move past the smile. It's got me saying it. It's not a smiling issue. It's a facial expression issue is what it is. She doesn't have a look of surprise, of anger. Well, yeah, at one scene she does. Of fear, of anxiety. There's like a whole a rainbow, a plethora of emotions that an actor or actress or what have you goes through when they're portraying a character. That's hopefully a character that has a lot of depth to it. But instead, we're getting this very Terminator-like view of Captain Marvel that was shown in the trailer. Now, to be fair, that could be just the way the trailer's edited, and we may actually see Brie Larson do a wide variety of expressions, and maybe the people who put the trailer together just so happened to pick all the ones where she looks like a plank of wood as an actor. Okay, so I also want to point out something else, that Deadpool 2, if you remember, there was a bit of controversy before Deadpool 2 was slated to come out. Basically, what had happened was they did a test screening, okay? A test screening for Deadpool. People went and watched it, and they didn't like it. And not only that, it was a convoluted mess. It was pretty bad, the way people talked. We're going to get into a little bit of spoilers here, so if you haven't seen Deadpool 2, you've been warned, okay? But in the original way that Deadpool 2 was supposed to go, was that the girlfriend, the love interest or whatever, fiance, wife of Deadpool, dies. And she dies a meaningless death in the movie. And I think apparently X Force, the members of X Force die a meaningless death in Deadpool, with very very little payoff. Um, when you kill an important character that's part of the supporting cast, people that watch films, that watch movies, or TV shows, or read comic books or novels, or whatever, they want that death to mean something. That's the reason every time when you watch The Walking Dead, they always have to what is it that they do? They try to make sure that it's the most epic death known to man. So that when someone dies, they don't go out with a whimper. And also, there's a kind of a build up to those deaths. Not in all cases, but in most cases. It's not the best example I can give to you, but anyway, the point is, when you kill a fictional character, it's always best, for the most part, to try, especially if it's part of the supporting cast, to make it mean something in a way that advances the story and advances the plot and the character, and it helps with the character development and all this other stuff. It has a big impact, because fans have a emotional attachment to supporting cast characters, just as they do the lead protagonist. Whoosh. I'm sorry, folks. I went into a whole big thing here, but bear with me. It means something. I'm building up to something. I promise you that. So the point is, in Deadpool 2, it was a mess. And if you watch the movie, Deadpool 2, well, basically all those things still happen. The girlfriend dies, X Force dies, and all this other stuff for a cheap pop or whatever. And then at the end of it, at the end of the movie, this must have been some of the reshoots that they did. At the end of the movie, they do a retcon of all of it. So basically, Deadpool is able to go back in time and prevent the deaths of pretty much everyone in X Force, and he saves his girlfriend. And it actually made it a better movie. The test screening led to a better movie. So that movie went from being a big steaming pile of crap to an actual better movie, in my opinion. Because it didn't make much sense to kill his girlfriend early in the movie in the way that they did. I don't know. The build up to it just wasn't there, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. And I think the thing that makes even less sense is to kill off X Force. Now, granted, they tried to make the X Force in the Deadpool movie kind of a joke, but they had already introduced a couple of characters like Shatterstar, for example, who's a cool character. It's part of Deadpool. I think, if memory serves me right, I think Warpath is in there, and a few others. And it's like, why waste these characters and just kill them off? It's stupid, because an X Force movie would make money. Okay, it would, especially if it's a rated R and it's supposed to be a more aggressive form of the X-Men. That's the whole idea. X Force. They're a force to be reckoned with. Anyway, the point is, because of the test screening and because of the retooling and all this other stuff, it made it a better movie. Okay, made it a better movie. Now we learn that Captain Marvel is in the process of doing reshoots, and I really do believe, my gut tells me, that people at Marvel Studios got wind of the reception of the trailer, which the trailer wasn't bad. It really wasn't. The whole issue with the trailer was just her expression throughout. Now let me rehash some old controversy that I don't think it's been forgotten, but I just want to enlighten people that might not be familiar with the controversy of the trailer. So what ended up happening is a fan went and did this. I'm not sure who this individual is, but anyway, on Twitter, this person went and used a face app to put a smile on Brie Larson, who's playing Captain Marvel in the Captain Marvel trailer. Put a smile on her face in various images. Now, that's one of the reasons that there's this whole big smile controversy surrounding Captain Marvel. But again, folks, we got to move past the smile. It's not about a smile, all right? It's really, really, really not about a smile. It's about a lack of facial expression, a range of emotions. About the most that we got is a slight tinge of anger when she punches an old lady who's clearly a Skrull. I don't know how anyone can think that that old lady is not a Skrull. You know, I don't know. Whatever. So, I'm kind of losing track of thought here. But the point is, it's not the smile. It's a lack of range of emotions that's displayed throughout the trailer. There's no fear. The anger's there a little bit. There's no awe, shock, over joy. There's no yelling. There's no nothing. There's just this blank stare. And really, a lot of her facial expressions are more appropriate to play like the T-1000 in like Terminator 2 or something like that. You know, is that what it's called, the T-1000? The guy who played the cop Terminator that was like liquid metal and he can manifest weapons and stuff like that. That was her facial expression in the trailer. Well, anyway, this guy, whoever this guy was, he tagged Diversity in Comics, the Quartering, One Angry Gamer, whatever, and just for I guess shits and giggles, put a smile on her face, and it's probably the only thing that app was able to do, honestly. And so that's one of the reasons this whole smile controversy came about. So like a day or two later, this was posted on September the 18th. And bam, Brie Larson got upset at that. And so what she did was she used, I assume, the exact same face app. She took this Doctor Strange image, put a smile on it. Now, my rebuttal to this is... Benedict Cumberbatch, he's a really, really good actor, okay? Not saying that Brie Larson is not a good actor, but this guy is a really, really good actor. And his face is telling a story here where, look at the way his brow is, these forehead lines, the eyebrows, the way the eyes are gestured and stuff. Doctor Strange is clearly seeing something strange or unusual. That's the facial expression you get, and it's very perfect for this poster, honestly. And so, a smile in this context, would not fit, in my opinion. All right, let's take a look at this. Tony Stark, who 9 times out of 10 is pretty upbeat kind of guy, actually has kind of like a Spider-Man persona to some degree in the movies. So we got Robert Downey Jr., Tony Stark. And you see this look of determination in his eyes, like kind of like a bring it on type of gesture in the eyes, and a slight smirk, very, 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 very faint. It's kind of like a playful bring it on, but you better not. And then we look over here, Brie Larson puts a smile on him, and no, it doesn't work for this one either, in my opinion. And here we got Captain America poster here, and he's I don't know, fixated on something. He's getting ready to go whoop something. Very determined look, and this is just a more pure bring it on look. I guess a slight kind of smile, smirkish thing. And then here Brie Larson fixes it for him, gives him a full on smile, and now it looks like the actor that plays Captain America would be better suited for a Joker movie. Looks like he should be fighting Batman instead of Hydra. But yeah, and the interesting thing is, so Brie Larson's response to the whole thing, instead of laughing it off and just understand it's just taking a piss, I guess. I don't know the British expression, but yeah, we get all kinds of articles like this, like this one from Polygon. Okay, I mean, you could go to like Google right now, type in Captain Marvel smile, and you'll get article after article after article praising Brie Larson for fighting back against sexism, basically. Captain Marvel's Brie Larson reimagines superheroes to expose gender criticism. And this is pretty much what all the articles have to say. Stop telling women to smile. No. This guy that did this, more than likely, I've never used this base app. I don't know what all it can do. But something tells me that it probably doesn't have a wide range of emotions that it can change people to. So it probably just puts a smile on there. And really the only statement that the guy was trying to make is like, she's got this scowl in everything she does. She looks like the Terminator. Should be the perfect for the Terminator movies. But then again, to be fair, who knows? Maybe she's going to have a bigger range of emotions than what we see in the trailer, which is more than possible, which is likely. So that leads me back to the original article. We finally came back full circle. You believe that? It took me a while to get there, but here we are. Captain Marvel reshoots are apparently happening right now. So is this why this is happening? Because of fans responding to this, we do know that, Brie Larson is back on set. And the guy who plays, what is that guy's name? He was the guy who was a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent that was really popular. Everybody liked him. He died in, I think, the first Avengers movie. I can't remember. Was it Coulson? Agent Coulson? Well, anyway, the two of them are involved in the reshoots right now. And wouldn't it be funny if the director is having her smile in a lot of scenes? That would be terrible. That would be like some cruel poetic justice, because she really got offended. She really got offended at this meme. Of all the things to get offended at, of all the things that people can say or do to you, that this is what she got upset at. So that's interesting. And by the way, I like this poster. Even though, some of you are being like, well, you just talked about, for like a gazillion hours about her not smiling. No. The point is, she has a blank expression throughout the trailer. Lack of horror, lack of laughter, lack of screaming, lack of, just varied emotions. I don't know how to put it to you. I don't keep an emotions list handy to explain what human beings go through, but whatever. There's a lot of different emotions, depression, even. But instead you get this robot stare. But honestly, the Terminator stare that Brie Larson has is perfect for this poster, because it is badass, okay? Higher, further, faster. Look at that. That's a killer logo, and these big, what do you call those, bay doors? Whatever, like hangar doors. I think it's like hangar doors for like a hangar with planes. Right there they are. These, I don't know, F-16 looking jets, whatever. In the background, that's cool. And I like this background. She's got her power emanating from her arms, just needs a little bit of Kirby crackle to complete it. No, it's fine the way it is. And she's got that scowl. And it's perfect for this poster. Perfect for this poster, But anyway, that's pretty much what I think on this. I'm kind of curious what they're reshooting. I do think it is to fix something. I do think it is to address some fan concerns. Maybe I think maybe quite possibly they're trying to make sure that Captain Marvel is a character that is relatable to everyone, so that way it hits big with audiences. In my opinion, I could be wrong. I have no idea what they're reshooting for. All I'm doing is speculating at this point. But as always, I like to hear what you all have to think about it. It's tend to be a lot more articulate and well thought out about everything. So let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think that the reshoots have anything to do with maybe a possible lack of range of emotions displayed from the actress that plays Captain Marvel? Is it to fix some story loophole that maybe they just now noticed? Why are they doing reshoots? And just like the article says, it's a common thing for studios to do reshoots, I suppose. But usually 9 times out of 10 is to fix something, or 10 times out of 10 actually. So what are they fixing? It doesn't even matter. Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll enjoy reading your comments. Please hit that like button so it helps my videos get seen a lot more further, and also if you enjoyed the video, hit like as well. And subscribe. I like to get me some subscribers, so please humor me with that as well. As always, this is CB Smallwood, and I will see you in the next video.